everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be getting ready. So to start off, I'm just priming my eyes. I'm just using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, putting that all over my eyelids, and I also put that underneath my eyes as well. I'm now taking the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks, and this is in the shade like Fair or Light, and I put that all over my lids just to prime them again, conceal anything out. Taking this powder and just setting it, and we're going in with our lovely Jaclyn Hill palette. Mine doesn't have the names on it, so I am so sorry. I have the original one, but I'm just taking that really light transition color all over my transition area. I'm taking this reddish orangish color in the inner half of my crease, blending that on both eyes. Now we're going to blend that out with that same brush for our transition shade. I'm now going to be using a darker red, and we're going to be putting that in the middle and outer part of our crease as well. Same thing, blend it out with that brush. I'm taking this brown color and we're putting this in the outer corner of our eye as well as our lower crease and blending that into the two reds. Now I'm taking this mid-tone reddish brown color and we're going to blend out that brown with this into those reds. I've been really liking doing this, and I just really love the gradient effect and the blend that it gives. Now I'm taking a black and we're going to be going in the outer V with this. Oops, sorry, my phone. We're going to be going in the outer V with this and then blending it out. Now I'm just taking some concealer and carving out my lid for my lid color. That way it's vibrant and it doesn't look all messy and smoky with all the colors here. And we're just blending a little bit of that outer corner color into the concealer. At first I'm taking this really fun sparkle red, putting that all over the lid, and then after that, I'm going to take this copper color and we're going to put it directly in the center of the lid to give it a little bit of a pop of color, just like that. I really love doing that. I love marrying the outer corner and the lid color together with another color. It looks really good. Popped on some eyeliner. For primer, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, and then I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and we're going to use the Bobbi Brown all over. The e.l.f. Putty Primer is going to go directly in the center where I tend to get a little bit more shiny, as well as typically where all my texture and everything is as well. Now I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Concealers in the color correctors. I'm using the peach one underneath my eyes here, and then I'm just going to blend this out with a little brush. The orange one I typically use in all my dark spots, so I typically use it in between my nose and around my mouth, and just areas where I just have a little bit more darker spots when I have on foundation. So that's going to cancel those out, and then the peach is just going to cancel out the blues under my eyes, so all the fun stuff. And before I blend it out, when it's all said and done, I look insane, actually. I look crazy, if you can't tell. Now I'm just taking the Milk Makeup highlighter stick, and I'm gonna put that on my cheekbones to highlight with cream. And I like to do this because when you apply the foundation on top, it'll still peek through the foundation. Did my brows real quick, not gonna go over that because you guys will be seeing a video on that. I'm taking the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Vanilla. I'm gonna blend that out with a foundation brush at first, and then after I do that, I'm going to take my sponge and blend it out as well. Now I'm taking my sponge and blending out the foundation just to make sure everything looks smooth. And because I'm crazy and I love a full coverage look, I am going to take more foundation on my sponge, as you can see here. And we're going to blend that in. I just love a full coverage look, and I love applying the main layer with the brush, and then I love going over it with the sponge and adding more. I'm a full coverage queen, you guys know this. Now I'm taking the Morphe Priming Beauty Oil, and I'm just putting this in the spots where I put that highlighter. It's going to make me look a little bit more glowy. Now I'm taking the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and I'm going to take this on my cheeks and pretty much just on my bronzer areas, or yeah, my bronzer areas that I love to bronze. I'm going to cream contour and bronze and everything like that. I'm just putting it on with like a paddle brush just to get it where I want it, and then I'm going to take a small little stipple brush that's honestly from e.l.f. that I've had for literally years, but I'm going to take it and blend out that cream product. Also, I like applying the beauty oil before I apply this because sometimes cream bronzers can be really hard to work with. They can be a little bit more on the drier side, or they can just not blend as nicely as you want, so the beauty oil does help with that. Now I'm just cream contouring my nose and under my lip, and I'll just go through and blend that out there. Now I'm taking my Morphe. This is the Fluidy, like full coverage concealer. We're gonna go underneath our eyes. Again, I love a full coverage look, so yes, I tend to apply a lot of concealer. Also give it a little shaky poo because I am almost out of it. It's like starting to get to the point where I have to scrape it, but I've tried doing that whole TikTok concealer trend where you only use so little in the inner and outer corner, and honestly that's just not for me. I'm a full coverage queen, and I will forever just do a full slap of concealer. I don't care. But we're just blending that out with our sponge under our eyes, and then we're going to apply it to the center of our face as well as the corners of my mouth. It's just to brighten up the center as well as conceal as well. Give it a little bit more coverage, if you know what I mean. And between the eyebrows, don't be fooled, I literally used my finger. But for cream blush, I'm using the ColourPop 25 to 8 blush. It is so pretty. It's like the perfect neutral pink that when you apply all your powders later, it literally goes with almost any blush shade. So I am obsessed with that. I love that so much. Plus, the formula of these blush sticks are really good, and they're so affordable. Taking an OG powder. This is the Airspun powder, like that Coty Airspun powder from the drugstore that everyone loves so much. Yeah, I am still going through my jumbo that I literally have had for probably a couple years now. But I love this powder. I think it works really well. I'm using the Extra Coverage Translucent, and we're putting pretty much that everywhere. I pretty much baked with that at first. Not really baked, but more of set it with my sponge. And then I'm taking a little bit extra powder on my powder brush that I use for under my eyes in the center of my face, and I am basically patting that in even more to really set those areas. Also, if I keep looking up, I was watching Dance Moms, so sorry. But I'm taking the NYX, that Can't Stop Won't Stop powder that everybody's been raving about. I have the light translucent. It definitely gives it more of a brighter effect, and I really do like that, but this is a really good powder, and it's from the drugstore. Also, I did set my face with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Medium. I don't know where that clip went. But I did do that before this. This is the Becca powder. It's more of a highlighting powder, but I apply this after all my mattifying powders just to give my face a little bit of a glow, set the face, because, you know, that was a lot of powder. And then I take a tinted brow gel and I kind of brush through my brows so that way it gets some of that powder out of it and really makes it the color I want. Applying some eyeliner, you know. Like I said, I don't know where that MAC powder clip went. I probably accidentally deleted it, but yeah, I did set my face with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, so don't think that I didn't. I did. Eyeliner, now I'm taking the Benefit Roller Lash, and we are just coating through our lashes. I really like this mascara, honestly. It's one of my first like high-end mascaras that I did. And I applied some lashes, so that's fun. And I applied that transition shade on the bottom again, and then I'm going to take that dark green, that forest green, and we're gonna basically like blend out our eyeliner with this. I'm gonna blend out that green with that really beautiful like aqua blue, and we're gonna do more of a green on the lower lash line. We have more red on top, so we're gonna do green on the bottom, you know, red and green, Christmas. I'm taking the shimmery, more aqua blue, but when you blend it together, it literally looks so good. So I'm gonna blend all those out with that. And then I'm gonna take that dark shimmery green and we're gonna blend that more into the outer corner area just to make our outer corner a little bit more darker, a little bit more gradient, just like the top. I'm gonna take these two highlighter shades, I'm gonna take the more neutral one and put it all over my brow bone, and then I'm gonna take the more brighter one and we're gonna put it directly in the center. But before we do that, we're gonna blend after each one of those. And then I'm also going to put it in my inner corner. Now we're doing bottom eyelashes. I'm not going to show that because I make the horrible faces. Taking the Jaclyn Cosmetics like blush and bronzer duo. I'm using the bronzer. I think it's Toasty or Toasted. And I'm putting that all over my cheeks, forehead, temples, you know, just to bronze up my skin. Hit that jawline. You know how it goes. And I've been starting to bronze the center of my neck. I saw Michaela from TikTok do that, and it literally makes your neck look slimmer, and I love it. Now I'm using Benefit Hoola, favorite contour ever. I'm just contouring with this. Gotta do that under lip as well, give it a little pouty effect. Gotta do the nose, because she kind of disappeared with all the powder and concealer. Now I'm taking that extra powder that I have, and I'm going to basically sculpt under my contour. The whole point of this is if I got a little messy or anything, it'll clean it up. It'll also make my cheeks look sculpted, make that jawline look all crisp, you know what I mean? So that's just what I'm doing. I'm also going to take it under my lip and in my smile lines to, one, really sculpt, and two, I'm very messy. And I'm taking it on the side of the nose because it's going to clean that up as well and make that look super sharp and give myself a slim nose, if you know what I mean. Now I'm just taking the blush in that bronzer duo and we are applying our blush. I love blush, and this blush is so beautiful. It's like the perfect neutral pink that goes with everything. We're going to blend off all that powder, and then I got this from Tati a while ago, but you take your face powder when you're blending out your blush and contour and your bake, and you marry it all together, and it's just supposed to create a nice seamless blend. So I did that, and now I'm taking that Becca highlighting powder again. I'm just putting that all over my cheeks and in the center of my face before I really highlight. It's just going to give my face a nice, like, natural gleam from within, set my face again, and then I'm going to take the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I think it's like soft gold or something like that. I got this from TJ Maxx actually, and I love it. I'm going to really highlight with that because I love to be glowy from the gods and really make sure you can see my highlight from outer space. But I'm highlighting basically the tops of my cheeks, my chin, above the brow, and I'm going to do my nose and my cupid's bow. Because why the heck not? Why not be super glowy and make sure you can literally see my highlight from everywhere? Now I'm taking this NYX, I forget the name, but it's more of like a red lip liner. And it's super pretty. I'm going to line my lips with this. Now I'm taking MAC Diva, and I'm going to apply this all over my lips. I love this red because it's kind of more of a burgundy red, and it's really, really pretty. But yeah, guys, that's the makeup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.